Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is x plus 3 to the power of 3. This is equal to x plus 2 divided by 36. So what are the values of x? So let's provide a solution from here. So we have x plus 3 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to x plus 2 divided by 36. So the first step is to multiply on both sides by 36. So let's multiply here by 36. So we simplify here so that now here we have 36 multiplying by x plus 3 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to x plus 2. The next step is to divide on both sides by x plus 3 raised to the power of 3. And also here we have x plus 3 raised to the power of 3. Now we can simplify here so that now we can express this as x plus 2 divided by x plus 3 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to 36. Okay. The next step is that we can express x plus 2. This is the same thing as x plus 3 subtract 1. And this is divided by x plus 3 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to 36. Now, the next step is that we can separate this as x plus 3 divided by x plus 3 raised to the power of 3. Then subtract 1 divided by x plus 3 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to 36. Now the next step we can simplify here so that here we have 1 over x plus 3 raised to the power of 2. Subtract, here we have 1 over x plus 3 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to 36. Now, we can express this as 1 raised to the power of 2 divided by x plus 3 raised to the power of 2 minus 1 to the power of 3 divided by x plus 3 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to 36. Now, the next step from here, we can express, we have 1 to the power of 2 and x plus 3 to the power of 2. So this is 1 over x plus 3, everything here raised to the power of 2, minus, here we have 1 over x plus 3, everything here raised to the power of 3. This is equal to 36. Now the next step is that we have 1 over x plus 3 here is common. So we can let 1 over x plus 3 be equal to u. So let's express this equation here in terms of u. So we have u squared minus u to the power of 3. This is equal to 36. Now, let's take that 6 on the left hand side so that we have u to the power of 2, subtract u to the power of 3, subtract 36. This is equal to 0. So this is u to the power of 2 minus u to the power of 3, subtract 36, which is minus 27, minus 9. This is equal to 0. So we have u to the power of 2 minus u to the power of 3, subtract 27, which is 3 to the power of 3, then subtract 9, which is 3 to the power of 2, and this is equal to 0. So we have u to the power of 2 minus 3 to the power of 2, subtract u to the power of 3, subtract 3 to the power of 3. This is equal to 0. So this implies that we have u to the power of 2 minus 3 to the power of 2, then subtract into the parentheses. This is u to the power 3 plus 3 to the power of 3. this is equal to 0. So we have got two parts here. This is the difference of two perfect squares expressed as a squared minus b squared. And this is the sum of two cubes expressed as a to the power of 3 plus b to the power of 3. So this is the difference of two perfect squares. So u squared minus 3 squared. This is the same thing as u plus 3 multiplied by u minus 3. Then subtract. Now we can express u to the power of 3 plus 3 to the power of 3 as. Now this is the same thing as u plus 3. Then we have u to the power of 2 minus 3u. Then plus 3 squared, which is 9. And this is equal to 0. Now, if we check here, we have that u plus 3 is common. So let's factor out u plus 3. Into the parentheses, we have u, subtract 3, then subtract. Now, let's open the parentheses here. This is minus u squared, minus times minus 3u. This is plus 3u. Then minus times plus 9. This is minus 9. And this is equal to 0. So this is u plus 3. Now, here we can express this as negative u squared, u plus 3u, this is plus 4u, then negative 3 minus 9, this is negative 12, cross parentheses, this is equal to 0. So we have u plus 3. Now this is equal to 0. Then we have negative u to the power of 2 plus 4u, subtract 12, this is equal to 0. So this means that we can eliminate this negative by multiplying by negative 1, everything here by negative 1, so that we have minus u squared times minus 1. This is u squared plus 4u times minus 1. This is minus 4u. Then negative 12 times minus 1. This is plus 12. And this is equal to 0 times negative 1. This is 0. So we have got two parts here. We have u1 is equal to negative 3. So let's solve for the other values of, that is for u2, comma u3. This is from this quadratic equation, we have a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 4, and c is equal to 12. So we can solve for u2, comma u3 by applying the quadratic formula here, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 ac, everything here, divided by 2 times a. So we have that u2, comma u3, this is equal to negative b. b is negative 4, so this is negative times negative 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 4 raised to the power of 2 minus 4 times a, which is 1, then times c, which is 12, everything here, divided by 2 times 1. So this means that here we have negative times negative 4, this is 4, plus or minus, we have the square root of negative 4 squared, this is 16, then negative 4 times 12, this is minus 48, then everything here, divided by 2. So this means we have 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 48. This is negative 32 divided by 2. Now, this means we have 4 plus or minus. We can express the square root of negative 32 as the square root of 16 times 2 times negative 1. Everything here divided by 2. Now here we have, this is 4 plus or minus the square root of 16, this is 4, square root of negative 1, this is I, then square root of 2, everything here divided by 2. In the numerator here, we have that 2 is common, so we have 4 divided by 2, this is 2, plus or minus 4i square root of 2 divided by 2, this is 2i square root of 2, then everything here divided by 2. So we can simplify 2 and 2 here, so that now u2, comma u3. This is equal to 2 plus or minus 2I square root of 2. So this means that we have u2, which is equal to 2 plus 2I square root of 2. Then we have u3, this is equal to 2 minus 2I square root of 2. Now, we have also u1. Remember u1, this is equal to negative 3. Now, if you recall, we have seen that we let 1 over x plus 3 be equal to u. So let's start with u1. Now let's start with u1 here, so that we have 1 over x plus 3. This is equal to negative 3. So negative 3 is a whole number, so this is over 1. Now the next step is to cross multiply, so that now we have 1 is equal to 3. That is negative 3 multiplied by x plus 3. So this is 1, which is equal to negative 3 times x. This is negative 3x, then negative 3 times plus 3. This is minus 9. Now, we have negative 3x, subtract 9. This is equal to 1. Now, let's take negative 9 on the right-hand side, so that we have negative 3x. This is equal to 1 plus 9. So that we have negative 3x. This is equal to 1 plus 9, which is equal to 10. So let's divide on both sides by minus 3. And this means that the first value of x, which is x1, is equal to negative 10 over 3. So this is the value of x1. This is the value of x1. Now, we have that u2. Let's proceed to u2. u2 is 2 plus 2I square root of 2. And again, if you recall, we have 1 over x plus 3. This is equal to u. In this case, we have 2 plus 2I square root of 2. Now, this means that here, we can have a reciprocal of this, which is x plus 3. This is equal to 1 over, now we have 2 plus 2I square root of 2. So the next step is to rationalize the denominator here. Now let's rationalize the denominator here by introducing a conjugate, which is 2 minus 2I square root of 2. And also here we have 2 minus 2I square root of 2. So that now we have x plus 3. This is equal to, in the numerator we have 2 minus 2I square root of 2 divided by, now we have that 2 plus 2I square root of 2. This is in the form of a plus b multiplied by a subtract b, which we can express as a to the power of 2 minus b to the power of. Now this is the difference of two perfect squares that we can express as 2 to the power of 2 subtract 2I square root of 2 raised to the power of 2. So we have x plus 3. This is equal to 2 minus 2I square root of 2 divided by 2 squared, this is 4. Subtract, now here we have 2I square root of 2 to the power of 2. So this is 2 squared, which is 4, times I squared, then times, now square root of 2 to the power of 2. This means we eliminate the square root sign. So here we have multiplied by 2. So this follows that x plus 3, this is equal to 2 minus 2I square root of 2 divided by, now this is 4, then minus 4, I squared, this is negative 1, then multiplied by 2. So we have x plus 3, this is equal to 2 minus 2I square root of 2, then divided by, now we have 4, minus 4 times minus 1 is 4 times 2, this is plus 8. Now this implies that x plus 3, this is equal to 2 minus 2I square root of 2 divided by 4 plus 8, which is 12. Now let's take plus 3 on the right hand side, so that we have x2, this is equal to 2 minus 2I square root of 2 divided by 12, then subtract 3. So 3 is our number, so this is over 1. So that now x2 is equal to, we have the LCM is 12. So 12 divided by 12 is 1 times 2 minus 2i square root of 2. This is 2 minus 2i square root of 2. Then subtract 12 divided by 1 is 12 times 3. This is 36. So we have x2. This is equal to 2 minus 36. This is negative 34. Then minus 2i square root of 2. Then divided by 12. Now, in the numerator here, we have that 2 is common. We can factor out 2 so that now negative 34 divided by 2. This is negative 17. Now, we have negative 2i square root of 2 divided by 2. So this becomes minus root 2i, cross the parentheses, then this is divided by 2. So we can simplify 2 and 2 here, so that now x2 is equal to negative 17 minus square root of 2i. So this is the value of x2. So this implies that divided by, now this is 12, so this is 6. So we have minus 17 minus root 2i, then divided by 6. So this is x2. This is the value of x2. So this implies that x3 is equal to negative 17 plus root 2i divided by 6. So this is the value of x3. So x2 and x3, these are two complex solutions. These are two complex solutions for this algebra problem. We only have one real solution here, which is x1, and this is equal to negative 10 over 3. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and kindly subscribe. Please like this video and kindly subscribe. Thank you for watching. If you have alternative solution method, kindly showcase in the comment section. See you in the next video.